Good morning to the examiner and the panelists. My name is NURUL and Ashma binti SUHAIMI, and all here is my panelists. We have come to discuss our opinion about vaccination. In this 20th century, the development, licensing, and implementation of the vaccine are the large part of the systematic immunization program started to address health inequities that existed globally. Okay, here I am lighting that the health economic population and society of vaccinated that have identified and studied in recent years impacting all regions and all age groups. The government departments are required to perform systematic economic analysis of vaccine and vaccines program to justify their purchase in view of pressure and private finances globally. This potentially leads to the economic growth with less money spent owing to the cost averted through fewer medical tests, procedure, treatments, and less time off work by patients or by the parents. Other than that, healthy people are at a risk of infection and would therefore benefit from prevention when they are vaccinated. Individuals will actually get disease is unpredictable, and so the benefits of vaccines are most accurately measured at the population instead of the individual's level. So even though remains unvaccinated, benefit of the reduction in transmission of the vaccine has been increased. We can put pneumococcal immunization where the focus has been on preventing invasive disease such as meningitis or sepsis, which has a high mortality. But where the reduction in acute otitis media and of antibiotic use after immunization provides a very substantial additional health and economic benefits. So therefore, much benefits are introducing when new vaccine is be found around societal level, and it is affecting not just patients but parents, employers, and the economy as a whole. How about you tell me your thought, Mimi?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to the examiner and the panelists. My name is SHAMIEMIEY FARRAHANNA BINTI RUSLEE. Program started in early December 2020, but in my opinion, millions of people worldwide are hoping to receive a vaccination against the coronavirus in the near future. But vaccines have been found many short-term and long-term side effects to people, especially when you take the vaccine to teenagers and children. Okay, many people are ambivalent because while they want to protect themselves against infection, they also fear possible side effects from vaccination. They have doubts as to whether the vaccines are actually safe, given the rapid pace of reasons. Actually, vaccines given in one or two shot doses are very different from medicines that people take every day, potentially for years. And decades of vaccine history plus data from more than a billion people who have received COVID vaccine starting last December provide powerful proof that there is little chance my second point is actually that is not to say that there have never been safety issues issues with vaccines. But in each instance, this have appeared soon after widespread use of the vaccine began. The side effects that we see occur early on and in but the rare side effects identified with COVID vaccine have to be weighed against the known higher risk from contracting COVID. It is not clear how COVID variants such as the highly infectious Delta mutation may affect patients. Early indication are the Delta infection bring more severe side effects than other forms of COVID, but the vaccines are still protective against Delta. What do you think, Afiq?
Thank you, Mimi, for your opinion. I am kind of agree with you. Next, I will tell my opinion about why I don't agree with vaccination at the first place. My first point is, due to the mutation of SARS-CoV-2, the process of creating live vaccine is largely unpredictable. There is a risk that the weakened virus regain its strength and learn to cause the disease. Inactivated vaccine cause an overly weak immune response. The form immunity is not as persistent as that from attenuated vaccine. Common side effect of COVID-19 vaccine. Like any vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine can cause side effect. As shown in the result of clinical trial, more serious or long-lasting side effects are possible. Vaccines are continually monitored to detect adverse events. Typical side events include pain at the injection site, fever, fatigue, headache, muscle pain, chills, and diarrhea. The chance of any of these side effects occurring after vaccination differ according to the specific vaccine. Less common side effects reported for some COVID-19 vaccine have included severe allergic reactions such as anaphylaxis. My second point is after vaccination, it usually takes a few weeks for the body to build immunity against SARS-CoV-2, the virus that caused COVID-19. It is possible to a person could be infected with SARS-CoV-2 just before or after vaccination and still get sick with COVID-19. This is because the vaccine has not yet had enough time to provide protection. Potential for side effects include headache, slight fever, pain, swelling, and fatigue. If you are not frail or if you are in your 70s or 80s, there is a chance potential side effect from the vaccine will be problematic. Though uncommon, it is even possible that this side effect will lead to death. Sadly, the vaccination might not protect against all types of variants. It is known that once the dose of vaccine could only protect from several types or only one type of variant. The long-term impact of the vaccine is unknown. There is no way to tell if the vaccine has a long-term impact on human health as it was created recently. It is quite possible there will be a long-term negative impact stemming from the virus years or even decades. Down the line yet, we will not know until it occurs. Severe reaction of COVID-19 are rare. Experts say that who had a severe allergic reaction getting an mRNA COVID-19 vaccine, Pfizer, BioNTech, or Moderna, should not get another dose of either vaccine. Same goes for Johnson & Johnson vaccine. An expert named Joe First once said, many people worry that this vaccine will rush into use and still do not have full FDA approval. They are currently being distributed under emergency use authorization. But because we had so many people vaccinated, we actually have far more safety data than we had for any other vaccine. Now we pass to Ashma to express her opinion.
Thank you, Afiq, for your opinion. But I am sorry, Afiq. I respectfully disagree with your view. I understand your point, but it is better to take vaccine by individual to combat the spread of the COVID-19 infection epidemic. In my opinion, the vaccine is good for anyone. the COVID-19 vaccine is effective and can reduce the risk for you to get and spread the virus that's caused COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccine also help prevent serious illness and death in children and adults. Even if they get COVID-19, thus as more and more people get the vaccine, in turn reduce the chance of more severe complication of COVID-19 disease. Indirectly, we can protect our risk group who are not eligible to receive the vaccine. Vaccine are one of the methods for us to control this epidemic, and it is one of the best way to protect the community from COVID-19. Other than that, when someone has received a vaccine, it allows us to socialize without harming someone. You can reconnect with loved one and colleagues where family can find comfortable to reunite, share food and enjoy together with each other. With the vaccine available, people who have been fully vaccinated can travel without quarantine both within and outside the country. Therefore, with more people being vaccinated every day, reconnection may be more than just a family. Many companies allow their employees to return to the office, allowing workers to reconnect after a few months. However, outside the home environment, we must adhere to the SOP set by the Ministry of Health and maintain hygiene. Always wear two face mask and wear hand sanitizer to prevent transmission of COVID-19. What do you think, Fadila?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Fadila Binti Azhar, and good morning to all my friends. Thank you, Ashma, for your opinion. I take the same view as you wish is vaccination are one of the methods to control the epidemic and protect our community from COVID-19. In addition to the Ashma opinion, vaccination is a safe way to bring protection to the human body. This fact can be proved when we can see some people with vaccination only in category 1, 2, and 3, but without vaccination, they suffered in category 4 and 5. Besides that, without vaccination, some people also may develop long-term health problems as a result of COVID-19 infection. The COVID-19 vaccination protect by eliciting an antibody response without causing to become ill. COVID-19 illness can cause fever, illness, or death, even in children, and it is severe illness. Even people who had no symptom when they were first infection can develop this long-term health issue. COVID-19 disease can be spread to others, including friends and family who are not eligible for vaccination and people who are at high risk at serious illness. My second opinion, vaccines are safe for children and also adults. An increasing amount of research suggests that the known and protection advantage of COVID-19 immunization exceed the risk. Scientists complete clinical research with thousands of adults and children before recommending in the COVID-19 vaccine, including for children 5 years of age and older. They identified no severe safety problem. In Malaysia, by 27 December, 97.6% of adults in Malaysia had been fully vaccinated. A few side effects to vaccine caused by some people such as fever, fatigue, headache, and also muscle pain, especially at injection spots. On 3 February, the vaccination for kids has been started. Also, vaccination can also help keep children from getting serious sick if they to get COVID-19, and then can help keep them in school and help them safely participate in sport, play dates, and other group.
In my opinion, even though vaccines are proving effective against existing variants, but vaccines are not 100% effective at preventing infection because some people who are fully vaccinated still infected by COVID-19. An infection of a fully vaccinated person is referred to as a vaccine breakthrough infection. With breakthrough infections, the viral loads are similar to those who are unvaccinated. That means such infections among fully immunized patients could be transmitted to others who are fully unvaccinated or have compromised immune systems. Even if you are fully vaccinated and if you live in an area with substantial or high transmission of COVID-19, you as well as your family and community are infected. Besides, there are patients with cancer who develop breakthrough COVID-19 infections, have substantial comorbidities, and can suffer from severe outcomes, including ICU admissions and deaths despite full vaccination. Furthermore, there is no way to tell if the vaccine has a long-term impact on human health as it was created last year. It is quite possible there will be a long-term negative impact stemming from the virus years or even decades down the line, yet we still not know about it until it occurs. One of the reasons some people who are hesitant to receive the COVID-19 vaccine is that they are worried there might be unknown side effects that will show up months or years later. There are remain unknown about long-term consequences the ones infected could face in the years to come, and what loss in quality and length of life could occur in the years after spread than any many risk of long-term side effects from the vaccine. We are at the end of our discussion. Thank you all for your participation in this discussion. Thank you and see you all again.